Ever wondered if the animal kingdom holds secrets that could rival a sci-fi novel? Well, let's just say you're in for a wild ride. Our planet is home to some incredibly weird and wonderful creatures, each with its unique quirks and peculiarities. From critters that can regenerate their own body parts, to critters that look like they've walked straight out of a fantasy book, nature is full of surprises. So, buckle up and stay tuned as we dive into the fascinating world of the weirdest creatures on Earth. Scene script. Imagine an animal that can regenerate its own body parts. Meet the axolotl. This quirky creature, hailing from the mystical and murky waters of Xochimilco, a series of lakes and canals near Mexico City, is truly a marvel of nature. It's a species of salamander that never quite grows up. Unlike other salamanders, which undergo metamorphosis from tadpole to adult, the axolotl remains in its juvenile water-dwelling form throughout its life, a phenomenon known as neoteny. Now, the axolotl isn't just any old salamander. No, my friends, it's a biological superhero with a unique regenerative ability. It can regrow not just its tail, but also its heart, spinal cord, and even parts of its brain. Imagine, if you will, losing an arm in a freak kitchen accident and then, just like that, growing it back. That's the axolotl's everyday reality. This regenerative power is not the axolotl's only claim to fame. It's also one of the few creatures that can accept transplants from other individuals, even growing a second heart if it's implanted. It's as if the axolotl looked at the rulebook of biology and said, "Not today, thank you." But why is the axolotl considered weird? Well, apart from its regenerative abilities, its perpetual smile and external gills, which look like feathery headdresses, certainly set it apart. Plus, it's one of a small number of creatures that exhibit a wide range of colours, from wild types with a dark hue to leucistic types, which are pale with pinkish tones and black eyes. Here's a fun fact. The axolotl is named after the Aztec god of deformities and death, Xolotl, who, according to legend, transformed into an axolotl to hide from other gods. Talk about a divine disguise. Despite its remarkable abilities and cultural significance, the axolotl is critically endangered due to habitat loss and pollution. Efforts are underway to protect this fascinating creature, which continues to captivate scientists with its regenerative powers and unique biology. So, the axolotl, a real-life Wolverine, right here on Earth. Next up, an animal with a finger so long it seems like a thing of nightmares. Let's talk about the eye. The eye is an extraordinary creature that could easily be mistaken for an alien. Hailing from the mysterious rainforests of Madagascar, this peculiar primate has an appearance that is as unique as it is bizarre. Its most striking feature is its skeletal middle finger, which is incredibly long and thin. It's almost as if it's saying, "I've got your number and I'm not afraid to use it." This elongated digit isn't just for show, though. The eye uses it in a rather unusual way to find its food. Picture this: it taps on tree trunks and listens for hollow sounds, indicating the presence of grubs. Once it locates its meal, it gnaws a hole into the wood with its sharp teeth, and then, like a master of sleight of hand, uses its long finger to fish out the grub. Quite clever, wouldn't you say? However, the eye's unique characteristics extend beyond its long finger. Its large, bulging eyes and bushy tail make it one of the most distinctive creatures in the animal kingdom. And let's not forget about its nocturnal lifestyle, which only adds to its mysterious allure. But here's a fun fact for you. Despite its somewhat eerie appearance, the eye is quite harmless. It's more likely to run away from you than to cause any harm. Still, some local communities consider it a bad omen, and sadly, this has led to its endangerment. Finally, a peculiar story about the eye. There's an old tale that if an eye points its long finger at you, it's a sign of impending doom. Of course, this is just a myth, but it's a testament to the eye's fascinating and somewhat spooky reputation. So, there you have it. The eye, a creature that's as weird as it is wonderful. With its long, probing finger, mysterious habits and unique looks, it certainly stands out in the animal kingdom. But remember, it's these oddities that make our world such a fascinating place. The eye, a creature that redefines the term weird. Imagine a rodent that's immune to cancer and lives like ants or bees. Meet the naked mole rat. Now picture this, a critter that looks like a bratwurst with teeth, sporting a wrinkled, hairless hide. It's a sight to behold, isn't it? But don't let its peculiar appearance fool you. The naked mole rat is a marvel of nature, a weird and wonderful creature that has puzzled and intrigued scientists for years. Let's start with its immune system. You see, the naked mole rat is virtually immune to cancer. Yes, you heard it right. This little rodent holds the secret to a disease-free life. Researchers believe it has something to do with a unique kind of protein they produce, which prevents cells from overgrowing and forming tumors. Imagine the implications for the medical world if we could harness this power. And if that wasn't fascinating enough, their lifestyle is equally baffling. They're eusocial, much like ants or bees. This means they live in large colonies with a single breeding queen and her loyal workers, who take care of the offspring, forage for food, and defend the colony. It's a well-oiled machine, a testament to the power of teamwork and cooperation. It's the only mammal known to live this way. Now, for a bit of fun. Did you know that these little creatures can move as swiftly backward as they can forward? Handy skill, don't you think? Especially when navigating the narrow, winding tunnels of their underground homes. Here's another fun fact. Naked mole rats are cold-blooded. Much like reptiles, they can't regulate their body temperature, so they huddle together for warmth or bask in the tunnel areas warmed by the sun. So the next time you come across a naked mole rat, remember, it's not just another weird-looking rodent. It's a cancer-resistant, cold-blooded, team-working marvel of nature. The naked mole rat, a rodent that could teach us a thing or two about longevity and teamwork. Now let's dive into the ocean to meet a creature that's a master of disguise. Say hello to the Leafy Seadragon. This remarkable creature has a name as flamboyant as its appearance. The Leafy Seadragon is a marine animal that looks like it just walked, or rather swam, out of a fantasy novel. With leaf-like protrusions all over its body, it's a master of camouflage, blending seamlessly with seaweed and kelp in its environment. It's like the chameleon of the ocean, only it doesn't change colours. Instead, it changes the perception of what we think an animal should look like. The Leafy Seadragon calls the southern and western coasts of Australia home. It prefers the cooler waters, where it can hide among the seagrasses and coral reefs. It's not a great swimmer, so it relies on its disguise to protect it from predators. It's a slow, graceful creature, moving with the rhythm of the ocean waves. But why is it considered weird? Well, besides its fantastical appearance, the Leafy Seadragon has a few other quirks. For instance, it's the male sea dragons who carry the eggs. After the female deposits her eggs onto a special brood patch on the male's tail, he carries them until they're ready to hatch. Now that's a twist on parenting roles in the animal kingdom. And here's a fun fact for you. The Leafy Seadragon is related to the seahorse. Yes, this leafy illusionist shares a family tree with one of the most recognizable marine animals. But unlike its cousin, the seahorse, the Leafy Seadragon cannot curl its tail to hold onto objects. It's a free floater, drifting with the currents and tides. So, whether it's its leafy disguise, its unconventional parenting, or its connection to the seahorse, the Leafy Seadragon is a truly unique creature. It's one of nature's most spectacular designs, a testament to the incredible diversity and creativity of life under the sea. The Leafy Seadragon, a splendid illusionist of the deep. From regenerating salamanders to long-fingered lemurs, the animal kingdom is full of surprises. Let's take a moment to appreciate the awe-inspiring diversity of life on Earth. We've journeyed through the animal kingdom, from the depths of the ocean to the heart of the desert, to discover some truly weird and wonderful critters. We've met the axolotl, the delightful Mexican walking fish that isn't a fish at all but a salamander, with the astonishing ability to regenerate its limbs and even its heart. Then there's the eye, a lemur from the rainforests of Madagascar, with its long skeletal middle finger that it uses to tap on trees to find grubs. And who could forget about the naked mole rat, a hairless, subterranean rodent with a social structure resembling that of bees and ants, not to mention its astounding resistance to cancer. Finally, we've admired the Leafy Seadragon, a master of camouflage that drifts along the ocean currents, perfectly disguised as a piece of floating seaweed. These curious creatures, and countless others like them, are testament to the boundless creativity of nature and evolution. Each animal no matter how strange it may appear to us, has evolved to thrive in its unique niche on this planet. So, the next time you think you've seen it all, remember, our planet is full of weird wonders just waiting to be discovered.